guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Pashvika. Welcome to Global Mixing Page channel where we make content for artists and creative entrepreneur. In today's video guys, I'm going to be talking about some of the different ways in which you can actually get the more sales for your ZAZZLE shop, for your print-on-demand shop, or for Creative Fabrica shop, or for anywhere you have an online shop. Some of the real ways in which you can get the more sales, you can get the more traffic. So I'm going to be talking about all those things in this video. So let's dive in. Before we go, consider clicking the like button guys. I really appreciate that. If you want more such video, consider subscribing, hit the bell icon, so whenever we upload new videos, you'll be get notified about it. Also, we have a lot of the free resources to help you make more money. The link is in description box below. You can simply click on that link, you can download it, you can subscribe to our email newsletter. It's 100% free. Right now we have put on waitlist. Once we get started with that, we will going to send exclusive content regarding making money online each and every week in your email inbox. The link is in description box below. Let's talk about how to get the more sales, because I think that's one of the major problems regarding with making money online, with getting the sales for your print on demand, for your ZAZZLE, for your Creative Fabrica, for KDB, or any online shop you have. Even if the number one problem is to get the more sales, and how you're gonna get it. Now there are so many ways in which you can do this particular strategies. There are multiple different strategies that are available, and there are so many people talking over the internet about the ways to get the more sales and all those kind of stuff. But I think I'm gonna share some with you guys, some of the real ways that really help me to get the more sales, and it could be helpful to you as well. And also guys, you could see that at the back the setup is different. Now I'm recording from a different setup in my room. I've changed the setting a little bit to try and test with the different ideas and get to test drive. Let me know in the comment section below guys, did you like this particular angle of my room where I'm recording right now? Let me know what you think in the comment section below, because I'm experimenting with the different recording stuff with the different angles, because I'm not a videographer really. I'm just learning with experimenting. So yeah, anyways, let's dive in with today's video. Number one way to get the more sales is obviously to get the more traffic. Obviously, if you're not having any traffic in your shop, then obviously that will be the number one reason why you're not getting the sales. So that is the traffic. So how are you going to increase the traffic? Now I'm going to be talking about some of the organic ways and some of the paid ways, and I will be emphasizing more on the organic, because if you're completely a beginner, it's the best to actually give a test drive with the organic ways. And then if you really want to have a budget, if you really want to spend some money on the paid advertising, then obviously you could go with that, but I'm going to be more emphasizing with the organic one. So let's talk about the first number one organic way in which you can get the more sales is by the SEO. Now I'm talking first of all about the Google SEO, and then I'm going to talk about the individual platform SEO. Now Google SEO is the number one thing that you could get the more sales, and it's number one way to get the more organic traffic. Of course you can go with the different routes as well, but I think that the Google SEO is everlasting. Google SEO is not that easy to master as it may sound, but you could do it guys. I want to tell you, you could do it. How are you going to do it? I'm going to share some of the ways which I'm personally doing and which I think that is really kind of like helping me. Now I'm not a master of Google SEO, but I'm kind of like doing it the way I feel like I'm getting the more traffic from that. What you could do to actually rank for the keywords that are less competitive and also that are more high demand. You could either use the Google trends for that particular thing if you're going with the trends, or you could either Google the different kinds of things. You could either use the keywords everywhere tool as well, and you can find out what are the keywords that are less competitive and are in huge demand. Another way, you could also check it on the YouTube and look for the different YouTube videos if they're popping up. For example, if you are targeting hiking niche, okay, let's just take an example of hiking niche, then you can Google it and find out how many different products are actually coming up for the hiking niche. Now obviously hiking niche is a quite big niche, so there would be so many products would be coming up related to the hiking niche. So you need to sub niche down and pick up kind of like a keyword and actually look it out for that particular thing, that whether you can rank for that thing or not. You just need to do a bit of the research here. All the research comes into the practice. Of course, it's organic, and it's more everlasting than any way to get the more traffic. If you're using the paid advertising, guys, you are paying a lot of the money to actually rank on the Google. And when you can do it on a free, then why not actually master it first for the free, and then later on if you want to do the paid advertising, then obviously you can go with that. Use the keywords everywhere. I simply just use the Google to actually search for the keywords and see what's hopping up, what's coming on to relate to that particular stuff. I also use the YouTube at times to do the research. I just type for that particular keyword on the YouTube and actually see whether there are any video related to that particular thing or not, and how old it is. Like Google want the things to actually rank which are the new content. They want the new and latest content. So if you're seeing that some of the content is ranking back in the 5 years, 2 years, or 6 years or more than that, then you need some fresh content for that particular keyword. So why not actually upload the designs related to that keyword and get the traction? Because Google wants our more latest, more recent. There are so many blog articles who have written way back 7 or 8 years back are still ranking high on the Google, because in that particular keyword not many people are making the content related to that particular keyword. So that's why those old content is ranking well. But if you are coming with a content idea that is, or if you're coming with the keywords which are not that competitive and which have the content way back, years back, like 8 years back, 10 years back, 6 years back, then you could come up with the new design ideas related to that, so that you would be getting the more chances to rank on the Google, because Google wants the new content. They are actually putting the old content up in the high search engine because they don't have a new content. So if you're having a new content or making a new designs or new stuff related to that particular keyword, then it would be likely go for you to increase your chances to high rank on the search engine. So that is the Google SEO. Now it's entirely the scope of this video to actually completely deep about the Google SEO, because there is a lot of the different parameters, guys. Now this is, I'm just explaining based on my own experience and knowledge. Of course, there is so much that goes into Google SEO. It's not just a small word like a Google SEO, and it takes time to master it. So you really need to give your shots and see what's working for your keyword. Another SEO that you need to master of that particular search engine. For example, if you are uploading the products on a ZAZZLE, then you need to know about the ZAZZLE SEO. If you're using the Etsy SEO. If you're using the Redbubble SEO. Every platform or every marketplace has a kind of like a search engine optimization on their particular platform itself, because people are looking for that particular keyword for that particular idea on their platform, and according to that the designs are popping up. So obviously you need to master that. Now personally, guys, I have tried it with the ZAZZLE SEO. I have given it a shot, and it actually worked for some of my design keyword on the ZAZZLE SEO, and see that how many products are ranking for that, and whether those products has good reviews or not. And if you see that those products have a good review and they are ranking and not many products are there, that means that niche has a great demand. That means that keyword has a great demand, and if you are targeting that particular niche or design idea, you could get the more sales. So I practically did with the ZAZZLE SEO. You could do with the Redbubble SEO as well. Creative Fabrica SEO, I also did give it a try with this kind of stuff, and it worked well. So this is the thing you could do with that particular marketplace SEO. You need to actually see what's ranking on there, what are the reviews about that particular product, how many products are there in that particular niche and category, whether it's easy to rank for you or not, and whether actually people looking out for or not. So these are the few parameters that you need to actually do while researching for a particular keyword on that particular marketplace. To get the more sales is social media. Now social media, I could place it in the number one, because I think that the social media, some of the people would directly talk about the social media, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok and all those kind of stuff. They will immediately talk about them in the upper first or to get the more sales, but I kept it as a third, because I think that the social media can be a way to get the more sales, but it's not everlasting, because these are not the search engine. Like Instagram is rarely a search engine. Like ZAZZLE SEO is a search. ZAZZLE is actually working as a search engine for the platform. Google is actually working as a search engine. So these are the search engine, and these are more everlasting. The search based content is more everlasting in comparison to social media based content, because social media based content, the Instagram video or post that you're making right now may be there for 6 months or a year. That's all. Like 1 year is too way big. I'm talking over a year, like it's almost a week or a month, and that's all. But for the search based content or the search based ways to get the more sales is more everlasting. So that's why I talk about that. And it's not easy to master the search based platforms or the search based ways, but I think that these are more practical, and you could actually try your hands and experiment and see which one best fits for you, and then go for that. You could use the different social media, Instagram, Facebook, or different kinds of ways to get the more traction, get the more sales. You could use the reels, or you could use the different Facebook options, the TikTok videos and all those kind of stuff. Now I'm not gonna go emphasize too much into the social media, because I think that most of you guys, you already know about it. Let's talk about the fourth way to get the more sale. Is my favorite is the Pinterest. Apart from the Google SEO, ZAZZLE SEO, the another way you can get higher ranking on the search engine of the Google, that is the Pinterest. You type anything into the Google search engine, any keyword, you're gonna see on the very first homepage itself, the Pinterest pins are ranking for that particular keyword. So you could say that Pinterest is working as a search engine for you to rank on a Google. So why to leave the Pinterest behind? I have already made a video talking about the Pinterest promotion. I'm going to leave those videos in the card section above. But this could be an amazing way to get the more views, get the more traction. And another way, that is a fifth way to get the more traction, is the YouTube. Now, you could very well start with a YouTube channel talking about that particular niche and topic and idea, and you can talk much about it. Like you could see right now, I'm talking about this particular thing in my YouTube channel. So people will going to look for that. They're going to see my video and will going to obviously watch that. So you could also use the power of the YouTube. Also, it's a search-based content platform. So you would likely to get the everlasting traffic from this particular thing, and so you don't need to make those long form of the videos. You can make the YouTube shorts as well. Still, YouTube shorts are gaining the traction, so you could give it a try. Another way you could get the more sales is by podcast. Now, podcast is also an amazing way. People do listen to the podcast and these rank so well. You have like a distributor and place your podcast episode on that, and that distributor will going to distribute it onto the various different platforms, the Spotify, the Google, the Apple, and about your niche and topic and idea in your podcast episodes, and then place the link of your shop in your description so people can actually click on the link and can actually purchase them. Or you could even mention them in your podcast episode as well. While you were talking about the particular topic, you can just say people that I have a shop about this particular topic. If you're really interested in buying my products, you can see the link in the description or something like that. The way to get them more sales is by using the online forums. There are so many online forums you could get. The Quora is a number one way to get the more sales. People do use a Quora a lot many times. You could see the Quora is a kind of like a platform where people are looking for the answers for their questions. So when someone is typing for that any particular questions, so people can answer those questions and then can place the link of the product or anything in that particular answer, and in this way you could get the more eyeballs. You don't need to scam it. Don't just go over there and just scam your links everywhere. No, you don't have to do it. Don't do it, guys, because it's not good and you won't be getting much sales. So instead, just provide more value to the people. Provide your link so that it is like you're providing value and then you're sharing your link. So this is the way you have to do it. Don't just simply go and scam your links everywhere and all the kind of stuff. Another amazing way I'm going to talk about to get the more sales is the Reddit. Now, you could say that Reddit is not kind of like a social media, it's not that friendly, but people do ask a lot of the questions of the Reddit and people do reply to them. Like, obviously, I don't know how many niches are popular on the Reddit. I personally rarely use the Reddit, but I think that it could be cherry on a cake kind of like stuff if you are using the Reddit, because people do ask a lot of the questions of the Reddit. But also, guys, you can't scam the link. Yes, the only Reddit people do find it out if you're scamming your links. They're gonna immediately figure it out that you are not there to answer the questions. Instead, you are there to actually promote your link, actually promote your products, and it won't even convert. So you really need to be sharp with that you're providing value to the people and then you're sharing the link. Like, you're not just doing it like that only, because the people will immediately come to the point, oh, this person is there to actually promote their products. They're not there to actually help me or answer my questions. So you don't need to do that. You need to provide the value to the people first. Amazing way in which you can get the more traction is by blogging. Yes. Now, blogging is not that easy as it may sound. Obviously, it takes months, if not years, to get the traction by the blogging. But again, guys, you could rank for a particular keyword. You could actually Google it. You can see there is a less competition. Not new content is there related to that particular keyword. You can talk about that and then you can promote your products on your blogging, in your article, in your blog, or even on your website. That could be an also amazing ways. Another way you could also give it a try, you could reply to the comments of the people who are actually asking the comments in the blogging. If you see any article, you're going to see a lot of the people are commenting below that particular article. You could actually reply to those people in the comment section of that article, provide the value, and then you can share your link. Always keep in mind to provide the value first and then promote your product. Don't scam it, guys, because people will immediately come to know about it and they won't really purchase anything from you. So it's better to provide value, create a connection between them, and then promote your products. Another way you could do with the YouTube comment section as well. People do comment on the YouTube videos, and when there is a bigger channel, that particular person may not be able to reply to each and every comment on that YouTube video. So you could very well personally go and reply to the comments, and then you can provide the link, but be very specific with that. Provide the value first. Some of the organic ways to get the more sales. Now I'm going to be talking about the paid advertising. Now very well you know about it. You could use the social media paid advertising. like the Instagram paid ads, Facebook paid ads, TikTok ads you could use to get the more traction. So that is one of the sort of the paid advertising. Pinterest paid ads as well. Pinterest do have a paid ads on their platform. You could give it a try. I never give it a try, guys. I'm going to be giving it a try in the future. So I'm going to let you know once I give it a try. Another paid advertising you have is also on the YouTube. You could do the paid advertising on the YouTube as well, making a YouTube video around your topic and or your niche, and you could do the paid advertising over there. If you're using Etsy or the Amazon, these platforms have the ads inside of their platform as well. So you could use the Amazon ads if you have an Amazon shop. You can also try with the Etsy ads if you have the Etsy products, or if you have an Etsy shop, then you could also give it a try. Personally, I give the try with the Etsy ad. I did give it a try. It didn't work. It didn't really work that well. I don't know why. I need to do more research about and more experiment with the paid ads, but I did give the Etsy with the try with the Etsy ad. Another ad you see with the Google ads, Google AdWords, you could actually try with the Google AdWords if you want to rank for that particular keyword on the Google. You could also use the Google AdWords. You could also use the different kinds of the paid advertising which you can see on the websites, or you could also see why you are opening up the application and all those kind of stuff. So you could even try with those paid advertising. Try to use most of the ZAZZLE SEO if I'm working on the ZAZZLE SEO or marketplace SEO, and then I give the try with the Google SEO, and then I give the try with the Pinterest. These are the three ways, top ways in which I try to get the more sales for my shop. And then I also try with the YouTube if I'm having a YouTube channel around that niche or topic to get more eyeballs. But these are the things that I try most often. I used to try with the Instagram a lot, but now I don't do Instagram that much because search based content. So hopefully this video will going to help thoughts and views. What are the ways which you are using to get the more sales for your own shop? And have you ever tried paid advertising? Let me know. Did it work for you? If yes, let me know. If it didn't, then also let me know. I would really love to hear from you in the comment section below, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in today's video, guys. See you for the next time. Take care. Bye, guys.